Yo, what is up guys, Exo here, and today we're going to be doing a solo OU live here with the M-Pinsir team that I built. The reason I'm keeping my voice low is because it is midnight right now and I don't want to wake anybody up. So let's get straight into it. We have M-Pinsir, Rapid Spin, Offensive Stormy, Lum Bishop, Rocky Helmet, Langrus, Specs Zone, and Scarf Turn Black. And the first team that we are facing here is against the Star team, unless I'm sure most people refer to. I'm just gonna start from the zone here. I can start with the save bar. I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch. This team basically loses to Star, so I highly doubt that we can pull through here. I'm just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. Now I'm gonna pull out into my Bishop and go for the knockoff. Actually, should I go for the Iron Head and knockoff? I'm gonna go for the Iron Head. As we miss is the Will-O-Wisp. We are dumb, so that doesn't really matter, but that is really a miss. Sorry. And now we can just go for a knockoff. This is the first one. The obvious switch here is Zone, so I'm not gonna do that, and instead I'm gonna go into my. I'm gonna go for another knockoff. I'll try and go into my Storm as he set up his rocks. We can rapid spin these away. As it goes for the seed, that's fine. Now we can just go into our Magma Zone and trap this thing and try and kill it. So unless this thing is chest shell, it cannot escape. So if he is chest shell, then that is quite unfortunate. He goes for the protect to get up some burn damage, but I can just go for the Kingdom Heart Fire. I don't see any leftovers recovery. Actually, he knocked off his rocket helmet, so it's fun. Take out the first one, that's really nice. Now he goes into Chansey. What we can do here is go into my Starmie here, and we can spin these rocks away. Actually, I want to go for the Scald, but it doesn't really matter since even if his save wire comes in, we do outspeed. So I just forgot about the Wish, so if he wanted to save wire, that would have been really stupid of me. So he goes into Manabus. Not important to my Narrow Zone here. Goes for a fall play, there's a decent amount. I'm gonna double into my Starmie. As we can go for the Skull now. If we burn this Clockstar, that would be great. Now this, you can run Toxic over Ice Beam here, but that does a huge amount. He's gonna fire off his own Skull. Gets the burn, doesn't really matter too much. I can just double into my Bishop right now, I believe. Actually, no, we can double into my. Yeah, we can double into Bishop right now. Goes into Chansey. We can now go for the knockoff. It's pretty safe. Once switching to Clockstar, that thing will die. Actually, let me go for the Source Dance. As it goes into Manabus, so that's really, really nice. All you can do is go for the switch into Mana Zone on foul play, and now we can go for the Volt Switch. If doubles into Clockstar, that is still fine by me because we died to burn damage. We can now switch him out with a Scald. So we just go into Clockstar, that's fine. Now we can just go back into our Starmie here and go for the Scald. We do that to Life Orb, so I'm gonna just keep on scalding. We do die this turn, which is quite unfortunate. Basically a 50-50. If I was him, I would definitely go out into my Manabus. Manabus? Okay, goes into his Manabus, which is fine. I'm gonna go into my Curum here and go for the Ice Beam, since it would definitely kill this Manabus. This team does 100% lose to Stall, so I highly doubt that we can win. Goes on to his Chansey, so I'm gonna go into Bishop here. Goes for a Wish. I'm gonna go for Iron Head. As it goes into Save Law, so we get rid of the Save Law, which is quite nice. Not that it did anything, It's gonna go into Mana Buzz. We're gonna go just for another Iron Head. Does 0 approximately. And he's probably gonna roost now, so now we're gonna go for the sword stance. As we just go for the roost. Now we're gonna try and flinch this thing to death. If you get one flinch, I'm pretty sure we just won. Yeah, one flinch. One flinch, as we do not get the flinch. No justice at all. Now we have to go into our turn here and go for the Dragon Claw, I believe. Pretty sure Dragon Claw takes 9% out. Go for Chansey, just 31%. Nice amount. Probably gonna go for the Wish, so we're gonna win Pinsir here. Goes for a Wish, we're gonna go for SE, straight up go for Frustration. Once the system to Mandibles, that thing is gonna take absolutely 0. I'm going to M-Pinsir. I wanna get up my rocks to pressure him from switching. I hate Stall as he goes for a Toxic and Toxics my Andorus, which is really, really unfortunate. He goes back down to Chansey. We just want to fire off a U-turn here. And a Chansey into Pinsir. He goes for the Wish. We're gonna go for Source Dance here. I'm pretty sure after rocks, Mandibles dies to a +2 frustration. As he goes for Protect, which is even better. Now we can just go for freely go for frustration. Goes on to Mandibles. That thing is not going to take this well at all. It's just literally just kill him. He can go into Cloud here. That's fine. I'm just going to keep on frustration. I would just kill the Clockside. Pinsir is such a monster. That is GG. So, Pinsir putting through in this game. BTW, my big shark was run. So, let's go for the Earthquake here, take the Season out, and we can just win this game with a helpful sweep with Pinsir at the end. So this team is already putting in quite some work here against a strong team. So don't even know what that means. So he just forfeits here, and we get some points back. I dropped a lot. Don't worry about it. I was building some new teams for UU Mod Highlight, and I'll just keep on dropping points. So let's try and find our second battle here. Using this Pinsir team that I built. We're probably gonna fit 3 to 4 battles into this live, and I'm actually quite tired right now since it is midnight. We find Hydreigon here, which is really nice. Stone Dancer makes this one hidden, I don't know why. But I can live with that. I'm just gonna start off with my term here. Deals with anything pretty nicely. Wants to I'm predicting my Landorus lead. If he does lead Landorus, I'm gonna double out into Pinsir. As he leaves his Hydreigon, which is even better, I believe. I'm gonna go for Dragon Claw. As he goes out into the Mew, he's probably in a Will-O-Wisp here, so I'm going to Mana Zone. On the Volt Switch actually, so that's really interesting. He has the Volt Switch. Volt Switch. Goes into Ninjas. I'm gonna Volt Switch out into my Landorus here as my Sleep Fodder, and I'm gonna go into Pinsir and fire off a Frustration. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good play. If you want to go to Heatran, we have the Earthquake. I highly doubt that he is Scarf Heatran on this team. So, he's probably just gonna go for the Giga Drain or double into Hydreigon. I don't know, or the Mew, because that Mew review Volt Switch, and that's really suspicious. It could probably happen to an Ice Beam, Fire Blast, Volt Switch, Psychic, or something along those lines. So my opponent's taking quite some time to think about his move here. If I was my opponent, I go into Pincer, goes out into his Lando counter. He is Air Balloon Heatran, which is really unfortunate. I'm gonna go out into Starmie here as he goes out into Landorus. That's fine. I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. It's pretty much everything. He gets a crit with the U-turn, which really sucks. Zoink? I have no idea what that is. Are you banned? Or could that matter? Well, he can't be banned, he outsped, but that crit did kind of suck. We should have lived that. Goes on to his Heatran, and I'm gonna go out into my. We don't have anything for this, don't we? Yeah, we don't. Landorus is my best play. I wanna go for a U-turn. Please wake up. Please. Okay, we don't. If he connects this one, we kind of just lose. Just for a taunt. We do break the balloon, which is really nice. Now I'm gonna go into Current, striking him with the Earth Power. I can't strike him with the Earth Power, but I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. Predicting the Landorus as it goes into Hydreigon, which is even better. Just gonna go for another Ice Beam. We do Ice Beam. Goes back onto Heatran. I'm just gonna go into Landorus again on the rocks. And what I can do right now is just go for the rocks myself. I see Mrs. Magma Stone, so we could have taken out his Heatran, but unfortunately I went chose for rocks. Rocks is still good. I don't think it has any hazard control. It doesn't have any. Maybe it's Mew but I highly doubt it. Sorry, man. That was really unfortunate for my opponent missing 2 Magma Stones in a row. Goes down to his Mew. I'm gonna just try and go for the U-turn here. As it goes for a default, I'm gonna go for the U-turn into my Landorus. I'm in my Bisharp here and go for the knockoff. He goes for a Volstray, so he probably didn't have the what do you call it? I don't know. I forgot. He probably doesn't have the Will-O-Wisp. Yes, that's what I was going to say. And now I'm just gonna Sucker Punch this thing as we deal a good amount. Going to Pinsir, Mega Evolve, Quick Attack. You can go into Landorus, but that's fine by me. I'm just gonna probably go into my own Landorus. I actually goes into Hydreigon, stacks it, which I completely forgot that it was frozen, so still going to Landorus. He can definitely go for the, what do you call it? I forgot what it's called again, Stone Edge. So we're actually going with some Landorus and clicking the U-turn, so that's really nice. Now what we can do is we can go into his Amoonguss. Probably just sack my manas on a Sleep Plotter and go into Pinsir and pick up my kit. So that Magma Storm miss was definitely unfortunate for my opponent there. And the fact that we could have got rocks was really unfortunate for my opponent. He's probably gonna go out into his Amoonguss, I believe, or even his Lopunny. If he goes into Lopunny, that's actually better, because then we can play some more mind games. He goes into his Amoonguss. I'm just gonna go for a Flash Cannon. Do a hefty amount. This is for Squirrel. I'm just gonna stay in and go for Flash Cannon. Yeah, so I anticipated that switching to Landorus, predicting my Pinsir. So what I can do here is I can go into Landers on a U-turn, get off the damage with my Rocky helmet. And since Showdown's going to be a really, really big part, he goes down to this Neo. I'm going to attempt to U-turn as just sidekicks and takes me out. Now we can go into M-Pinsir and go for the frustration. And take the Neo out. So what we can do right now is either predict the U-turn and go for frustration or double into Manga Zone. We're going to go into Manga Zone. It is my safest bet. I don't want to play any games. As he goes to Stone Edge and we get the Stone Edge switching on the Manga Zone. So he is locked into Stone Edge. We can safely go for flash cannons here. As we do not wake up, unfortunately, but that's fine. As it goes for Hydrogen Kick, it lands, and now we can go into M-Pinsir and go for the quick tap. That is a hefty amount. We're gonna go for frustration here, and I'm pretty sure we win. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do win at this point. I'm gonna go for the frustration as he does land the Stone Edge. Now we go for the Ice Beam. Wait, is he faster? I'm pretty sure we are faster. Like, I'm 89% sure I'm faster. Scarf Current via Scarf Landers. Yeah, he knows. So, GG. Sorry, man. Unless he gets a crit fake out crit, I don't know. That was really unfortunate that he missed 2 Magma Storms in a row, but Karen is able to finish this game with Ice Beam. So let's go find our third battle of this live here. With this Pinsir squad, we kind of hacked most of our opponent in the last 2 battles. No, maybe not the stall one, but we did hack kind of hacked my opponent. But he did crit my starting with a U-turn, so I don't know. Like if he didn't crit my starting and that Magma Storm didn't miss, the game could have gone either way. But that was a really, really good game. Nevertheless, we found Fire Lizard 2.0. Yes, pretty interesting team. Kieran's gonna put a lot of work in this against this match, since Terrible actually breaks through Sick Fat. Once we get the Clefable and the Heatran, and the okay, now Kieran didn't do too much work, but he does do a good amount to Landorus and Venusaur. I'm gonna start with my Landorus here. It is my safest lead. As he starts with Venusaur, that is fine. We're just gonna go into my Kieran here, and then double back into my Landorus on the most likely Starmie. He actually goes to Starmie, so should I bluff the Scarf? I don't know. I'm gonna go for the U-turn on the Venusaur. Now we can go into Kieran and go for the Ice Beam. Like, we just bluffed the Scarf on my Landorus, so I think we can put that into advantage here. I just can go back out into Starmie. Just go into Magma Zone here. Unfortunately, I could have fusion built it there, but Ice Beam is such a safest play. Doubles back out into Clefable. I can just go for the Volt Switch here. I'm pretty sure it's not going to stay in. If he does, that's fine. It goes into Heatran just as I expected. Now I can go into Landorus and go for the U-turn. into my Starmie and Rapid Spin. So that's pretty nice. Goes for a full tech. We reveal that we are going for Rapid Spin, but it's fine. I'm just going to keep on Rapid Spin. No reason not to. If he goes into Venusaur right now, we just go into Cure him again and go for the 50-50 of either Fusion Bolt or Ice Beam. Goes into Clefable. Now we can just go into Magma Zone here. Actually, we're going to go into Fisher. On the Moonblast, it gets the special attack drop, which gives us the Defiant. Wow, that's really, really nice. That's the first time I've actually seen that happen in a long time. That's actually really, really uncommon. But he does get a special attack drop, meaning we are at +2 Bishop right now, and we can basically just pick up our kill. If you want to switch into Landers, we turn +3. And I do believe that we just sleep. We just sleep. And we just have goes into Venusaur. 74%, that does so much. Now we can just go for a knockoff. And take the Venusaur out. So we take the Venusaur out, he goes into Terrakion, and I'm gonna go for the Sucker Punch here. Deal 47%, he goes for the close combat. I'm gonna go into Landorus and fire off Earthquake. I'm gonna fire for Earthquake. As he goes into his own Landorus, I can now just go into my Starmie, repeat the procedure again. I can go for Rapid Spins, I can go for Scalds. Actually goes for a Rock Polish. Oh, okay, that's scary. That is very scary. I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. I don't trust this thing. I do not trust this Landorus at all. At all. I highly doubt he can always kill me with one move. But if he can, I instantly lose. So, we are going to go for the Ice Beam here. I don't want to risk some kind of Scald, not kidding. Earthquake does kill. That is pretty much GG, I believe. If this Stone Edge connects and kills, it is a GG. No doubt. And considering that Earthquake did 90% to Starmie, I'm pretty sure Stone Edge would kill at this range. Actually goes for the safe play and doubles back into Starmie. That's also fine. We can go into our Magma Zone here on the Scald and proceed to go for the Fresh Hand. Actually, no, the Volt Switch. So we do catch the Clefable on the switching. Now we go into Pinsir, Mega Evolve, Frustration, and we pick up a kill. So we get rid of Clefable, which is really, really nice. Goes into Landorus. I have to go for Frustration. I can't risk this thing setting up. Wait, if this thing set up, it's over. Okay, so he doesn't set up, which is nice. Go into my Cure here. I'm pretty sure that puts him in Dragon Claw range, I believe. So now we can go for the Dragon Claw and take this Landorus out. So once we go into Starmie, that same dies, which is really good. I'm pretty sure Kermit's going to clean up this game again. So let's see what my opponent's going to do. If he goes into Showdown, actually goes to Terrakion, which is fine. Now goes into Heatran. We're going to go into my Landorus here. As he goes for the Stealth Rocks. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. He goes into his own Landorus. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge this time. Like, he probably thinks I'm Scarfed, which is really, really nice. we can actually bluff that we are Scarf right now and go for Stone Edge and 2 HKO this thing. I'm pretty sure. Goes for the Stone Edge, does 36%. We go for the Stone Edge, does 30%, and now we can just try and U-turn out of here. Pretty sure U-turn kills at 4%. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be pounding myself to death tonight. Goes one of the Stone Edge, does... Okay, so, U-turn just taken out. And now we go into, macro zone here. We can still win with Heatran, I believe, if our Landorus does not outspeed. Goes into Heatran here, you have to go for the Thunderbolt. Go to Protect. I have to go for Thunderbolt. He is spread F. I really hope we do outspeed with my Landorus. If we don't, we lose. If we don't outspeed, we lose. Please outspeed. Please outspeed. Come on. Please outspeed. Come on, Landorus. Outspeed Heatran. He's probably max speed Heatran for Scizor, but please outspeed. We probably lost this game anyways. We are 22-20. Probably definitely running max speed to for Heatran. For Scizors. If it goes into Starmie right here, we outsped. We outsped. GG. That was a good game. That was such a tedious game though. If we didn't outspeed, that we would have just lost instantly. Since we had nothing to kill Heatran with. And for a second I thought that that Fusion Bolt missed. So that's gonna be the end of this live. Hope you all enjoyed and stay tuned for the next live. So with that, peace out.